Good morning. This is Josh Hunt, one of the Tata Technologies CAD geeks, and I wanted to cover a very small tweak that you can do to your catalog library. So if we added a component and run it into a lookup, and then we'll edit the catalog entry. There are three fields here for user values, 1, 2, and 3, and these can be whatever you want to populate them with. But typically, I recommend that people put their internal company part number in the user 1 field. And the thing is, if you have a lot of users, you kind of have to communicate this to everyone as they add and enter values. So what we can do is, I'll commit to that, we can actually rename that header. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the catalog database. So by default it's located here under Documents and Settings, but of course you may have moved it to a common location. Anyways, if we, I'm just going to open up the default cat library here, and what I want to find is that same table, because you have to change this in every one of these tables, but it doesn't take too long, so I think it's worth it. So I'm going to scroll over and you'll see all the same things: miscellaneous 1 and 2, type voltage depending on type, we're in a proximity switch. And right here we have the columns for user 1, 2, and 3. If I right click on this, and I can rename the column without breaking any intelligence, so I could call this my Tata part number. And if I go over here, I can see that I've renamed the header, because AutoCAD Electrical looks at the order of the columns, not the name of the column header. So as long as you don't reorder the columns, everything still works. So what we can do is then save the table, close out the table and the database, and I'm going to change back over to AutoCAD Electrical. Now when I run through here, I can do a catalog lookup. And not only does it appear here in the list that you can look through, but also when I click edit, you'll notice that now it states that it's a Tata part number for that field. So you can rename these, but remember that you do have to do those in every table. So up here, this is the table PX. I would have to go into the push button table and the contact table. But it shouldn't take too long at all to make that change to your database. Hope you like this trick. See you next week.